Bryan and the team are on tour again this week. And this time, it's Bangkok, baby. So let's have a little look at what they'll be up to. Let's go. Come on in, my dear friend. Just a little quick short video today. But enough time as always to say, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, so please do your own research. Also, I am still on my quest, but so close now to getting 1,000 subscribers. My goal is to do it before Christmas, and I am now at 982. So close. So as usual, if you enjoy this content, if you're watching this video and not subscribed, then please do hit that subscription button down below. I would be so grateful. Thank you. Also, before we get into the video, a little shout out about some of the little things I've got going on YouTube. Some of you may know I also create ambience videos, and I've done one especially for Safuu and SafuuX investors. It's a rebase and chill with some gorgeous crackling fire, a bit of a rainstorm, and some smooth jazz whilst you're watching your favourite YouTubers. If you want to go look, I've got a link to my channel down below, so take a look. But enough of all that frivolity, because we are here to talk about what is happening later this week. And it's funny, when we were kind of getting towards and quite close to Dubai, which was it was over 2 months ago now, which I cannot believe because it feels like yesterday. But I think there was a lot of hype about the team going out to Dubai, and a lot of us went out there as well, and it was fantastic. But there was talk about Dubai for weeks ahead. But Bangkok seems to be a little bit under the wire, so I just want to tell everybody, have a look at the agenda, but remind everybody really that the team are going out to Bangkok this week, and I think it's incredibly exciting. So what are they going there for? Let's take a look. So the event is the World Blockchain Summit, and it's taking place in the Athene Hotel in Bangkok on the 8th and 9th of December, which is this Thursday and Friday. And if we have a look at what the World Blockchain Summit actually is, it's a global series of elite gatherings that take place in 16 plus destinations across the world. It is a thought leadership driven initiative that brings together the most important stakeholders from the blockchain and cryptocurrency ecosystem, such as investors, blockchain and crypto projects, exchanges, enterprises, government representatives, technology leaders, to discuss and deliberate the future of the industry and the revolutionary ways it can transform business and government functions. So that's the World Blockchain Summit. And then if we take a look at the agenda, we can see actually that Bryan has got 2 slots in the agenda. Let's have a look. So here is the agenda for the first day, and we can see that Bryan will be delivering a keynote session during the afternoon of the first day, Thursday, and it's called World's First Rebasing Layer 1 Blockchain. And there he is. So he has 20 minutes there. But then if you look on the second day on Friday, if you go to the last session, actually, more or less the last session of the conference, he has a little 5-minute slot, which is called Q&A. And I thought that was really interesting. More or less, Bryan is the last speaker of the conference, and just a little 5-minute slot. But what's interesting is he's obviously delivering his main session on the Thursday, but then allowing everything that he said to percolate into the minds of the delegates of the conference, and then they have the opportunity obviously to go and visit the stand and talk to Bryan and the team, but also he almost gets that opportunity to pop back up and for some, only a very short session, but for some questions to be asked. And that's almost like the lasting impression that people will have of that whole conference, which I think is amazing really, and a great little session to kind of top and tail the day and the actual event, which is amazing. Now, just thinking about the agenda and locating ourselves in terms of the time zones, Bangkok is in the Indochina time zone, which is UTC plus 7 hours. So Bryan is speaking at 4:40 in the afternoon on Thursday. So if you're in, for example, the UK as I am, that would be 7 hours before that, which is 9:40 a.m. for UK viewers. Then the further west that you go, so across to the States, obviously that's going to get earlier in the morning, I'm afraid, my friends. But at the moment, we don't know whether Bryan's keynote will be live streamed. I'm sure we'll get those details before the event. But if it's not, there is no doubt that somebody will video Bryan and will upload it to Discord as soon as it is available. So do keep your eyes peeled. Now, if we have a little look at the sponsor page, we can see and confirm that SafuuX is a platinum sponsor of this event. But what's really interesting is, if you scroll down a little bit, you will also see that SafuuX is sponsoring the lunch. I love that. I love that because I'm a great believer in kind of lots of subliminal messaging. And what better than you're sitting down to have a fab lunch at an event? And I'm saying fab lunch because if it's anything like the one that we had in Dubai, the conference lunch was spectacular. So, you sat down having all those really great things that happen at conferences a lot of the time happen during break times, breakout times, lunch times, when you're mingling with other people and networking. You're having this great bit of food, and what's in your face but SafuuX? I think that's inspired. I think it's great. Nice move. Now, what is Bryan and the team going to achieve in Bangkok this week? There is so much to talk about, and it's funny just thinking back to Dubai, which was 2 months ago, but so much has happened since then that I am, absolutely positive that Bryan and the team will be shrieking about at the conference. So let's think about it. We now obviously have a testnet that's live that they can undoubtedly demonstrate with, what is it, how many, 21 nodes I think we now have up and running, it might be more. So that's one thing they will be shrieking about. We have more details about the hackathon and the projects that will be potentially going forward that they can talk about. We have a real life partner in terms of Daylight that has been announced since Dubai. So that's, again, something very concrete they can talk about. We, of course, have Safuu and the story now behind Safuu, and the fact that it has absolute utility that is connected with SafuuX, but also the hyper deflationary nature of it. Who in Bangkok is going to be able to resist at least taking a peek at this incredible token that is only going up? So much to talk about, and now we are literally just over 6 weeks. In fact, when Bryan and the team are at the conference in Thailand this week, it will be 6 weeks until the launch of SafuuX Mainnet, within touching distance. And so this is absolutely going to be the focus. And of course, delegates will have still the last opportunity to get in through the Bitcoin bonanza. And I'm sure that Bryan and the team will be pushing that for all they can. So what can we expect? I do think we're going to see people buying into Safuu. I do. Why wouldn't they? I also think now we're within 6 weeks of, or almost 6 weeks of, the launch of Mainnet. This is something very concrete and something that people are going to get excited about. Who knows what's going to come of it, but I honestly believe that only good things can come of it. And just yesterday in Discord, Bryan shared with us his thoughts on where the price of Safuu is going just in the next couple of days. Let's just take a look. And Bryan said, amazing how that pattern formation lines up with World Blockchain Summit Bangkok. Could it just be a coincidence? And there we see that upward channel with the floor looking to be at about 60 cents by the end of this week. and with an upper range going above 80 cents. And you know, there's the pattern confirming the upward trajectory that we all know we are on. How exciting for Bryan and the team to go to Bangkok with this pattern, with this prospect of our beloved Safuu and where it's going. Incredible. So, something really exciting happening this week. Are you excited? I am, but you know I'm always excited about Safuu and SafuuX. Really looking forward to whatever this event can bring. So I'm going to leave it there for now today. Thank you as always for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe. But in the meantime, I hope to see you in my next video. But as always, stay Safuu and cheers.
Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days.